Hey everyone, before we get into the video, I just want to say if you want to truly climb, then I highly recommend checking out our new Academy course on the website. We have multiple top tier pros who will teach you everything you need to know to master the game. This comprehensive course makes learning the game as simple as possible. It's also backed by our rank improvement guarantee, so it's literally no risk to you. If you're looking for the fastest way to improve at Valorant, I highly suggest checking out the website at SkillCapped.com, link in the description below. Now let's jump right back into the video. Ranking up in Valorant is hard. Unless you're in the top 1% of players in the world, climbing is almost never a straightforward path. Some days things might be going well, while other days it's a nightmare. Most of us have been there. There are a ton of factors that go into ranking up in Valorant, and one of them is your agent. Depending on what rank you are, there are certain agents that are best suited for you to use in that specific rank. We're going to give you the best agents that you should be using each rank. These agents will not only let you climb, but it will also help you teach a fundamental aspect of Valorant at the right time. I'm Dr. Zora, and let's get into the action. First up, we have Iron, and we suggest starting off by playing Sage here. Sage is the perfect agent for beginners to learn. Her abilities are very straightforward. You have a wall to block off a choke point, and then slow orbs to slow down enemies going through a certain area. More importantly, at this point, Sage has her heal that can be very impactful in Iron. Most fights at this rank are going to be scrappy, and you will take damage. Sage's heal can be triggered at any point to help get yourself back in shape for the next engagement. Along with that, you also have Sage's ultimate to revive dead players. You want to use this particularly on rounds where it either even the numbers or give your team a man advantage. In Iron, strength in numbers will usually win you the rounds. If you push choke points as a squad, you'll likely win out. Sage's abilities are super easy to use and are very powerful. At this rank, focus on healing players up and reviving them. That alone will already help you win more rounds and get out of this rank. You're also working on map awareness as you're checking to see who needs to be healed. From there, focus on using your wall and slows on choke points where you think there will be enemies. Just like that, bam, you're helping your team a ton just by using Sage in a very straightforward manner. Moving on, we have Bronze. Now honestly, the difference between Iron and Bronze is very minuscule. What it comes down to is a slight improvement in aim and mechanics. Because of this, we recommend playing Brimstone here. In Bronze, most players aren't really accustomed to abilities yet. As such, they don't have much of a response when abilities come their way. Like Sage, Brimstone's abilities are very simple to use. Particularly, his smokes will be insanely powerful in this rank. Learn the common choke points where players will be, and if you smoke them off, most Bronze players won't know how to react to it. For example, on the A set of Bind, you particularly want to block off Heaven, Triple, and Showers if you're going straight through from A main. A smart way to do this is actually by placing one smoke on top of the right side of Truck and the other between Truck and Pocket. These two smokes will cover everything for you while also making it impossible for enemies to get information by jump spotting the Truck. Players in Truck will also have a tougher time looking for players in Showers as well. Regardless of what rank you're in, smokes win games. But especially in lower ranks like Bronze, smoking areas off will leave enemies unsure of what to do other than to wait it out. Brimstone is the easiest out of all the current controllers to use, which is why we highly suggest using them here. We're going to keep chugging along with the best agents in Silver next. In Silver, we recommend none other than Reyna. Reyna is one of the best solo carrying agents in the game. Before, we were trying to play ability and strength in numbers with Sage and Brimstone to climb. Now that players are improving, we want to take things more into our own hands. The first priority is taking aim fights and winning them. What makes Reyna a particularly good agent in Silver is her ability Devour. This ability allows Reyna to heal up after her engagements. In Silver, you want to have 150 health in your fights since the players are getting better. Devour allows you to achieve this to maximize your odds of winning duels. Now you can jump back into the fray and take another fight. This is the bread and butter of Reyna. Fight, win, heal, rinse and repeat. Her heals particularly give you some leeway so that you're better able to win subsequent fights during rounds. Reyna also has her ultimate Empress. This gives you a full heal after every elimination. Along with that, it increases your firing rate, which will help you kill enemies off quicker. In Silver, this ultimate is incredibly strong. You get healed back to full health, plus being able to shoot faster will be very useful to ensure you win your duels. In Iron and Bronze, we were more focused on helping the team. But now that people are mechanically getting better, you want the increased carrying ability of Reyna to get you up into gold. Now that we have our golden colors, we need to start learning more about defense, which is where the Sentinels really shine. At this rank, most players are still trying to all-in rush a site. The way to stop this is with a good defense. The best defenders in the game are Killjoy and Cypher. Each of these two agents have abilities that provide insane stalling power. Cypher's abilities particularly work so well together. You have your trap wire and cyber cage that can be placed together. This will tag enemy players and the cyber cage will prevent enemies from seeing you while you shoot them. Add a well-placed spy cam and you have the perfect setup. The camera can also tag enemies and you can then trigger the cyber cage to shoot that player while they can't do anything in response. Similarly, Killjoy's abilities are crazy good together as well. The turret and alarm bar can scout out and tag players, which can then give you the cue to trigger your nano swarms to stop players in their tracks. While you can certainly get kills with these abilities, the main goal is to stall so that your team can rotate in. Most players in gold will try to rush in again once the abilities are done, in which they'll then be running into a stacked site. At that point, your team should be able to hold it down easy peasy. We're now one step closer to Diamond, and to get there, we want to start learning initiators, particularly Skye and Sova. Information is one of the most valuable things in Valorant. If you know where players are, then you'll be able to more appropriately position your team to the right site. For information, Sova has his Owl Drone and Recon Vault. These abilities can let you know if the coast is clear for you to push on the attacker side. On the defender side, it serves the same purpose. If there aren't any enemies found, then your team can rotate to another site or choke point. Similarly, Skye's Trailblazer is the simplest ability for gathering information. From there though, she also has her flashes that will make a sound cue if players were blinded by it. It's a bit trickier to use, but it still gives information so that you know where players are. Not to mention Skye's ultimate Seekers, which will send cabbages to seek enemy players. Skye just simply has so much abilities to gather intel. Valorant is almost like playing chess. You want to position your pieces in the best place possible to win, and the information gathered by Skye and Sova help you to achieve this positioning. If done correctly, you'll be able to more effectively push sites and defend sites by knowing where the enemies are located. This leads to an overall cleaner attack side and defender side. We finally made it to the glorified Diamond rank. In Diamond, we really need to take things to another level if we want to get to Immortal. At this rank, we need to start implementing an operator, and no agents are better with this gun than Jett and Chamber. Having an operator gives you the ability to snag free picks and give your team the man advantage. Most pro teams currently have one player who's the designated operator, and they'll purposely save their money so they can purchase it during gun rounds. Jett and Chamber are both good agents with the operator because they have abilities that allow them to play more aggressively than normal. Jett has her dash to get to safety after taking a shot. Because of that, she can play in more off-angle positions with the operator, which can catch players off guard. Similarly, Chamber has his teleport, which also allows him to play a similar style. The teleport is nearly instantaneous, which allows him to fire a shot and get away for free. I know, no one likes a dirty op player, but the fact of the matter is that the operator gives you so much more space to work with. You can get a pick off it, or if you're scoped down a choke point, the rest of your team can reposition elsewhere in the meantime. Overall, it opens up the door for different plays and strats, which you will need to outsmart Diamond players.
Hey, what's up guys, King here. So this video got a little bit outdated. Originally we had Astra listed as our top tier agent for high level play, but after her nerfs I don't feel like this really accurately reflects the meta all that much anymore, so I thought I'd give you a different take. Recently Kayo has become more and more prominent in the meta, and it's for good reason. This agent is incredibly strong and has some of the best flashes in the game. In the right hands, he's also basically the fastest info gathering agent in the game, seeing as you can throw out his knife so quickly and within 1 second you'll have info of if somebody's in the area or not. This makes it so in high level play you can get incredibly accurate information faster than any other agent in the game can, and that's why Kayo is so powerful in the right hands. I'm not joking when I say that this agent is becoming more and more prominent by the month. He's incredibly strong. One of the most underutilized things about him in this moment though is his flash. You can basically just chuck these things into the air and they're practically undodgeable. People have always been complaining about his pop flash potential, but to be honest, this is the thing that I hear most pro players complaining about. Like, how do you react to this? Anyway, if you're really looking to power through the ranks right now, especially in high ranks, this is absolutely an agent that I recommend picking up. If you look through the top players on the ladder right now, you'll actually see a pretty decent amount of KO, and it's for good reason. He's just that strong. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video, and I'm going to hand this off now to a couple of SkillCapped.com subscribers. How much have you ranked up since using SkillCapped?
That would be 5 times now.
I placed Iron 1 on my first act.
And what rank are you now?
Gold 1.
Like, so I jumped from like silver 2 up to plat 1 within like 2-3x maybe.
What's your favorite part of the website?
I absolutely love the Smurf commentaries.
Agent courses and the game sense ones.
I think the agent guides.
What was your favorite agent guide?
I think the Jett one. I think it went like more in depth on everything.
Is there anything that SkillCapped helped you learn that you think would have taken longer otherwise?
I think my whole aiming situation.
Like how to use the agent abilities, like the util. Before this, I was just throwing random shit. Let's say Sova, I would just drone random areas.
I didn't know about the audio cue when it comes to reload switching. Like if you hit reload and then quickly pull out your knife and switch back to your gun, the enemies will get the full audio cue, but you have your gun out.
You've come from, what was your original rank?
Bronze 1.
Bronze 1, and you're already up to Immortal, so that's really freaking cool.
Yeah.